Hello everyone. Today we are going to read the fourth poem of class 10th English, How to Tell Wild Animals. Students, in the beginning I want to tell you something about this poem so that you can understand this poem easily. Students, as we can see the title of this poem, Wild Animals, so we can easily understand that surely about wild animals the poet has told in this poem. So, in the beginning, I want to tell you that this poem suggests some ways to recognize the wild animals. And the use of words in this poem are not only humorous but ironical. Okay, let's start the poem. If ever you should go by chance to the to jungle in the east, and if there should to you advance a large and tawny beast, if he roars at you as you are dying, you will know it is the Asian lion. In this stanza, the poet says that by chance, if you ever go to the forest lying in the east of the country, and if you see a big and tawny, means yellow colored skin animal coming towards you, and if he roars loudly and his roaring affrights you to death, then you will know that it is the Asian lion. Students, what the identity the poet has shared? The poet has shared that by chance, if you ever go to the forest lying in the east of the country, if you find any yellow colored animal coming towards you, and if that animal roars at you and you afraid to death, it means you can easily understand that it is nothing else but the Asian lion. Or if sometime when roaming round a noble wild beast greets you with black streaks on a yellow ground, just notice if he eats you. This simple rule may help you learn the Bengal tiger to this. Students, in this passage, the poet is saying if you are roaming in the forest and you see a noble beast having black streaks on his yellow colored body. If you are roaming in the forest and you see a noble beast having black strips on his yellow colored body, and he is so active, the animal is so active that the moment you notice him, he will eat you. This simple rule will help you to understand that it is the Bengal tiger. Discern, it means to understand. So here the poet has told some even different thing about the Bengal tiger. Okay, how the Bengal tiger is different from Asian lion. The Bengal tiger is also having the black strips on his yellow body, but and he is so active, so fast that if you see him, the moment he sees you or you sees him, he even attacks on you. Okay, so surely and eat you. So surely this will help you to understand that the this is the Bengal tiger. If strolling forth, a beast you view, whose hide with spots is peppered, as soon as he has leapt on you, you will know it is the leopard. It will do no good to roar with pain, he will only lap and lap again. Here, the poet is saying, if you are walking free in the forest, strolling forth, it means roaming free. So the poet is saying, if you are walking free in the forest, and if and you see a beast, you see an animal there whose hide is covered with dark spots. Okay, and then you will understand that it is the leopard. After observing its background or its dark spots on the body, you can easily understand that it is nothing else but leopard, and he will attack on you. After observing you, he will attack on you, and there will be no escape. There will be no escape from, even if you cry with pain, because he will only eat you and eat you and eat you. So this data has been shared about a leopard. If when you are walking around your yard, you meet a creature there who hugs you very hard, be sure it is a bear. If you have any doubts, I guess he will give you just one more caress. Students, poet is saying in this passage, if you are walking around your yard, if you are walking around your yard and you see a creature there, the moment he sees you, he hugs you very hard. Then you must be sure it is a bear. And if you have any doubt in your mind, then he will give you one more tight hug. So it's a simple definition that of a bear, that how we can identify this is a bear. Though to distinguish beasts of prey, a novice might not pulse the crocodile. You always may tell from the hyena. Thus, hyenas come with merry smiles, but if they weep, they are crocodiles. In this stanza, the poet is saying that to identify the beasts of prey, an unknown or an unexperienced person may confused. To identify the beasts of prey, a novice, it means an unexperienced person or an unknown person may confuse. Non-pers, it means confuse. He cannot make difference between a hyena or and a crocodile. The poet has told in this passage that hyenas attack their victims with weird smile on their face, and they kill them. Okay, while crocodile pretends to weep before attacking and kills their victim. What is the difference, students? Has been told by the writer, by the poet. The poet has told that hyenas attack their victims with weird smiles and kill them, while crocodiles pretend to weep before attacking and kill their victims. Okay, the last stanza. The true chameleon is small, a lizard sort of thing. He hasn't any ears at all and not a single wing. If there is nothing on the tree, this is the chameleon you see. In this last stanza, the poet is telling about a true chameleon. True chameleon, which is a small animal and looks like a lizard. It has no ears at all, and it doesn't have a single wings. And if you find nothing on the tree, then you must be sure that you are seeing a chameleon. Okay, students. The poet is saying that a lizard doesn't, or a chameleon doesn't have uh, any ear at all, and they do not have any single wing. And if you find nothing on the tree, then you must be sure that you are seeing a chameleon. So, students, in this way, the complete poem has been completed, and I hope you have understood it very well. Then don't forget to like and share this video. Thank you, students.